Welcome back to BamaFever.com. I'm Chris Stewart, looking ahead to Alabama's matchup against the Penn State Nittany Lions. Last year, of course, Alabama was able on an extremely hot day to go with the up-tempo offense and wear down another Big Ten member. I think it's going to be a much different situation this weekend, though, there in Happy Valley. You've got a team in Penn State that's probably circled this game from a year ago. Temperature's supposed to be in the 70s, good chance of rain. It's a Penn State team that is in a similar situation to Alabama's in that they haven't clearly identified their starting quarterback either, but much like Alabama, they have two guys they have confidence in. It's just a matter of figuring out which one will get the majority of snaps as they move into conference play. But for this particular ball game, it's a big one for the Nittany Lions as they try to reestablish themselves again as a national player and try to knock off the #2 team in America in the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we talked about in our last visit here on BamaFever.com, looking at the offensive line to play with more consistency, but also I think the defense, which was so exceptional a week ago against Kent State, will be challenged in a much different way. Better speed, a more physical, obviously much more talented Penn State team as well. And if the Tide is able to come out with the same level of aggressiveness, then I think they're going to have a good chance against the Nittany Lions. One thing to look for specifically, though, the ability to create takeaways with the defense. Last year, Alabama was probably, I think, in the bottom 5 or 10 in the country in forced fumbles and in fumble recoveries. That stat a little bit misleading in that Alabama was one of the top interception squads in America, so they're still getting the turnovers. They were still a big play defense, but not forcing as many fumbles. That's something Kirby Smart emphasized during the preseason with this team, and it will be interesting to see if the defense can create a few opportunities for that offense and give some short field opportunities for Alabama this weekend against the Nittany Lions. 11:30, our broadcast time on the network. Todd Robbins and Tyler Watts will start the broadcast day before Tom Roberts takes us up to kickoff, and then Eli Gold, Phil Savage, and myself will have the call. Alabama and Penn State. It just sounds like college football, and unlike some of the other games we've seen in the first week of the season, when you look at those uniforms, the Tide and the Nittany Lions, it looks like college football instead of a XFL game as well. We look forward to talking to you from Happy Valley and also right here again next time on BamaFever.com.